It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, the Wayne County Board of Education met Tuesday afternoon for a work session. Superintendent Tony Williams gave a PowerPoint slide presentation showing board members the damage from Hurricane Helene to the Wayne County school system. The 300 hall of the high school received the most significant damage as the roof received some damage, and there was wind damage to many other athletic facilities and other buildings. Superintendent Williams says the insurance adjuster has been on campus to assess the damage, and the superintendent reached out to the Georgia School Board Association. She says their response was excellent. School doesn't have a dollar amount as of yet on the damage, but schools are back in session as of Tuesday. Superintendent says close to 90% of the students were able to attend on Tuesday, and she says as far as faculty and staff, nearly close to 100% of those attended. Williams says she believes they were eager to get back to work. Between Debbie and Helene, 11 days of school have been missed this calendar year. Superintendent Williams says there's no requirement to make up the days according to Georgia law, but wanted to hear from board members to get their thoughts. Board member Sharon Daniel says she's not looking for the school to make up all 11 days, but she says she would like to see some of those days made up. Here was the conversation at Tuesday's board meeting.
Exactly how many instructional days have we missed with this time as well as with Debbie? I know it's at least 10.
We missed 8 days, correct? 8 days, 3 days with Debbie and 8 days with
So that's 11 days of instructional time. So I remember we had something else that was going on at one point, and I recall, the teachers that were concerned about the number of days they were out and how they were going to meet the criteria for the curriculum and their pacing guide. So I think honestly what needs to happen is that maybe we need to survey or talk with the administrators and find out what they actually suggest, be done as far as, the number of days that you think that we should make up.
We have Ms. Ogden and Kimberly Harrison have been working with our instructional coaches, and I know they're working on a plan to look at those pacing guides and adjust as necessary. I'll open the floor to either of you that have any comments about that, but I do know that we've been having those conversations, and they've been meeting with those leaders in the school. We discussed it some with the principals as well. We met with principals and directors 2 days in a row to discuss everything from grade reports to return to school to pacing guides, and
Right.
I think we covered a lot of ground in those 2 days.
Again, that part of the conversation last night, Superintendent Williams pointed out also that many teachers and families of students plan vacation time based on the school calendar. Many leave immediately after the day of graduation. She says it's just something to consider. Chairman Bruce Harris says the board should wait and see how many more days the school system misses due to weather, as this latest storm approaching could also cause some scheduling problems. This latest Hurricane Milton, and weather experts say this is one of the strongest hurricanes in Atlantic history. 10 counties in southeast Georgia currently under a tropical storm watch, including Wayne County. Other counties: Camden, Glenn, McIntosh, Liberty, Bryan, Chatham, Long, Brantley, and Charlton. Between 1 and 4 inches of rain with wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour should arrive between Wednesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon. These watches and warnings may be expanded further inland later today and tomorrow. Although most of Georgia will be impacted by Hurricane Milton, some of the southeast Georgia counties are still recovering from Hurricane Helene, and EMA Director Donnie Gray says any rainfall and gusty winds could disrupt that recovery efforts for a few days. On Tuesday, Governor Kemp issued a state of emergency for multiple counties in anticipation of the impacts from Hurricane Milton. Counties under the state of emergency include Wayne County, along with Appling, Atkinson, Bacon, Berrien, Bibb, Brantley, Brooks, Bryan, Bullock, Butts, Camden, Candler, Charlton, Chatham, Clinch, Coffee, Cook, Chris, Daugherty, Eccles, Effingham, Evans, Glenn, Houston, Jeff Davis, Lanier, Liberty, Long, Lowndes, McIntosh, Monroe, Muskogee, Pierce, Scriven, Tatnall, Toombs, Ware, and Wayne County. And the announcement from the governor came as he also extended the state of emergency stemming from Hurricane Helene. State of emergency for Hurricane Milton is in effect until October the 16th. Kemp says as long as we need, we will work with those on the local level to ensure resources are available for those who need them following this devastating storm. Another story from the storms: unfortunately, there have been reports of price gouging in the Augusta area in wake of Hurricane Helene. Reports of charging $10 for a gallon of gas and $35 for a 12-pack of water. Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr's office says his office has received nearly 300 complaints statewide, and 55 of those made about businesses in Richmond County and 25 in neighboring Columbia County. Each of these businesses have received a notice letter about the allegations within days that they filed complaints, but no businesses yet to be fined. They state the process can take weeks, but they state penalties can range anywhere from $2,000 to $15,000 fines for each violation. The personnel approved last night from the school board: certified resignation, Cole Madry, Wayne County High School; Cortez Robinson, Martha Puckett Middle School; classified recommendation, Stephen Adams, Wayne County High School; classified transfer, Daniel Wall from maintenance plumber to maintenance grounds; and classified resignation, Sandra Shipes, Martha Ross Smith Elementary, retiring. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, coming up on the world famous Butch and Bob show this morning, we're fortunate to have in studio 1st District Congressman Buddy Carter. He'll be the guest today. He will also be speaking today at the local Republican Party meeting at 12 noon at the Altamont Steak and Seafood Restaurant. Look forward to our conversation this morning with our congressman, as we're less than 30 days away from the presidential election. We'll get his thoughts on the war in Europe and Middle East, talk about federal help for those in need from the hurricanes and other topics. All that coming up this morning on the world famous Butch and Bob show. Again, our special guest, Congressman Buddy Carter. Once again, a reminder that early voting for the elections begins Tuesday, October the 15th, and runs up until November the 1st. Early voting in Wayne County will take place at the election building located at 306 East Pine Street in Jesup, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. 2 Saturdays of early voting. The dates October 19th and 26th. Time of early voting on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have any questions about early voting, simply call the Wayne County Registrar's office at 912-427-5950. Wayne County Board of Tourism has 2 more events taking place during the month of October. Mark your calendars for October 19th from 10 to 4 for the Jesup Train Day Festival at the Arch Fest, set for the Jesup Train Depot in the area downtown. This family-friendly event celebrates the rich history of trains in our community with a variety of activities, including model trains, local train history displays in the depot community room, a children's play area in the depot parking lot, and a trackless train ride around the depot area. Added this year will be a children's story time with Edna Ruth Williamson at 10:30 that morning, and Ask Andy the Engineer questions at 1:30. Train watchers can view train traffic from any of the 3 rail fan platforms found in the depot area as well. Vendor space is available for this event at no charge. Again, interested parties should contact the Wayne County Board of Tourism office at 912-427-3233 for more information. And the Wayne County Board of Tourism getting ready for their Big Buck Jamboree. That begins opening day October 19th, runs for 9 days through October 27th. Hunters can hunt in Wayne County and in any county that borders Wayne County. Registration is $50, available online or at the Tourism Board office. There's a $5,000 guaranteed payout for this contest, with the remainder of the payouts based on the number of entries. Prizes and winners will be announced on November 2nd at the Big Buck Banquet, be held under the chandelier at 6:30 p.m. For banquet tickets, table sponsorships, or general information about the event, simply contact the Tourism Board office. 2 events for the month of October for the Wayne County Board of Tourism. Again, Train Day at the Arch and the Big Buck Jamboree. Again, for more information, see the Tourism Board's website, waynetourism.com, or again, contact the office at 912-427-3233. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes in the news: the Wayne County Historical Society will not meet this Thursday due to sun without power, so that this Thursday night's meeting again for the Wayne County Historical Society is being canceled. They plan to meet in November. Georgia Power says they're still making progress on the power. They state right now about 9% of their customers still without power here in Wayne County. The Helene Todd Memorial Rodeo, which was set for this weekend before the Hurricane Helene arrived. Good news is the rodeo has been rescheduled. It's going to take place the weekend of November 8th and 9th. And more details as that date nears, but they do plan to celebrate the rodeo's 25th anniversary. Once again, the new date's November 8th and 9th in Scriven, Georgia. Next community blood drive for Wayne County is set for Monday, October 21st from 1 to 6 p.m. at the Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium, sponsored by the Jesup Shriners Ladies Auxiliary. Red Cross says please visit redcrossblood.org and enter Jesup to schedule an appointment. Once again, the date Monday, October 21st from 1 to 6 p.m. at the Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. The pinking of the fine has been rescheduled for Tuesday, October 22nd at 12 noon. Program will begin inside the Jesup Depot Community Room with refreshments. Mayor Ralph Hickox will provide the welcome, followed by remarks from breast cancer survivors Deborah Wynn and Angie Sturgill, the two guest speakers. Dr. Matthew Dixon, radiologist at Wayne Memorial, will provide the closing. The crowd will then gather outside the fountain for a group picture and pinking of the fountain. Public is invited and encouraged to wear pink. Once again, the new date, Tuesday, October 22nd at 12 noon. And Wayne Memorial Hospital is offering Girls Night Out, offering extended hours for screening mammograms during the month of October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Once again, the purpose is to encourage women to get their annual mammograms. Screening mammograms can be scheduled as late as 6:30 p.m. on October 10th, 15th, 24th, and 29th. Mammograms must be ordered by a physician. All patients must present a physician orders at the appointment before the procedure. Normal insurance and payment procedures apply. All participants must have a scheduled appointment. Mammograms need to be scheduled through the Wayne Memorial Hospital Centralized Scheduling Department. Those numbers are 912-530-3197, 912-530-3272, or 912-530-3230. Again, after receiving the physician's order, you can make the appointment. Unfortunately, walk-ins cannot be accepted. Only screening mammograms will be performed during the event. All mammograms scheduled between the hours of 4 until 6:30 p.m. in October are for screening purposes only. No prior issues or diagnostic mammograms will be performed during the extended hours. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.